Rob. This video we're going to discuss the May showdown. Godzilla versus X-Men versus Spider-Man. Okay guys, welcome back. So, Godzilla, Spider-Man, and X-Men, the three-way battle royal for May's revenue in the movie theaters. You know, I gotta say, if I had to call a winner now, it would be Spider-Man. They so far have done some crazy marketing. I think a little bit too much, like a little oversaturated. Giving away, obviously, the Green Goblin. You know, we knew the Rhino. We knew, obviously, Electro was going to be in it. And they've had posters. They've had their trailers. You know, they've been pretty consistent showing us, you know, footage from the movie, whether it's a poster or a trailer. And, obviously, really trying to get it out there that this is the movie to see for the summer. Now, X-Men has been doing about the same, and as recently as today, today's January 23rd. Right now, it's approximately 10 o'clock p.m., and you know, Bryan Singer today announced that in Empire magazine on the 27th is going to be something big. You know, if it's going to be in a magazine, my guess is we're going to see a picture of every X-Men in the movie. So that's a guess. I'm not sourcing anybody or saying that's what the case is. I'm just guessing because it's a magazine. What else could we possibly see that could be big other than maybe a picture or some screenshots of some things going on in the movie that we haven't seen before? And obviously, he also released a mini teaser. You know, these little teasers are annoying. This is like becoming a thing now. Like every time, like when a trailer is about to come out, they'll tease the teaser trailer. So the teaser trailer is about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then you'll get a tease of the tease, which is about 12 seconds. And it's becoming a common thing now. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, but it looks like that's where they're going in this direction in the movies now. So, but anyway, it's a very short scene. I'll put the link in the description. I'm not even going to explain it. I saw it once, and I'm like, okay, I don't see shit. But, you know, I guess if you slow it down and you can look for something. But he released that today along with that statement on his Twitter regarding the Empire magazine. Something big is coming on January 27th, which is Monday. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that, and I'm sure that'll garner me to do a video and discuss whatever it is we see, if it's worth discussing. Now, Godzilla had a big month, I think, in December. I think December they owned. They released a very, very nice trailer. Obviously, a lot of us have seen some of that footage before, but from a general consensus of people who hadn't seen the leaks, I think it was a very successful trailer. They had the MutoResearch.net, which was a hot thing up until recently. It really hasn't done anything. And then Toho released a website that, in honor of Godzilla's 60th birthday coming, and it was a very interactive website. I haven't visited that one in a while, so I don't know what's changed or if there's been anything updated. But I'm sure if anything was significantly updated from that website, we would have heard about it. So, you know, in terms of the marketing, you know, we have, I think, Spider-Man in the lead. Now, in terms of what's going to happen in the movies, you know, it's going to be hard to tell. Obviously, Spider-Man and X-Men are going to do very well. They're household names. You can pretty much write them in for about $250 to $300 million at the box office for the rest of the year. You know, from the time the movie comes out till the time it's out of the theater. And the big question mark is Godzilla. You know, where is Godzilla going to fall in between these two giants in terms of revenue and buzz? It's hard to tell. I can't even sit here and try and guess it if I wanted to. I think it's going to garner enough interest to get people to the theater. I think the effect after the fact is what we got to look at. Does it keep people coming? In other words, that first group of people that go out there to see the movie, is the movie going to be good enough for them to generate enough buzz to get the second weekend crew in and then the third weekend? Because Godzilla's going to be up against the second weekend or third weekend battle against Spider-Man, and then they're going to have to deal with the first weekend battle against the X-Men. And then you still got movies coming out after that. So, you know, they've got a pretty tall order. I mean, we all feel very confident about what we're going to be seeing. We all feel very confident about what it's going to bring. But, you know, there is a very, very fine line when you're marketing. You overdo it, you build a movie up too much, and then it turns out to be a letdown. Godzilla 98 was a prime example. Or you don't build it up enough so people don't get interested enough to go out and see it. So I think right now Godzilla is kind of walking the line of not enough. You know, we didn't get, you know, it looks like there may not be a Super Bowl commercial, which to me is absurd. And also, back in November 3rd of 2013 was Godzilla's birthday, which would have been a prime real estate for legendary Warner Brothers to generate some buzz for the movie, and they failed. So, you know, I think they at least right now have have missed one opportunity. Looks like they're going to miss the second opportunity. And in the middle of all this, X-Men and Spider-Man are promoting pretty regularly about their movie. So I think right now, as much as I'm confident about what they're doing with the movie, I think they are missing opportunities. Now, a lot of this could be due to the fact that Warner Brothers and Legendary are having some marital issues. And I think there is, I think the marketing team is just not aggressive enough. I think they're being a little bit too careful not to make the mistake that 98 made, which was all the crazy advertising. His foot's as big as his bus, size doesn't matter. I understand that they overmarketed the 98 movie to the point that it was built up to fail. But this movie right now is not being built up enough. It doesn't mean we have to go out there and see what he looks like full-fledged, or even see a Muto. But, we get a little bit of news the other day. Aaron Taylor Johnson had an interview with Yahoo. Gareth Edwards announced the comic. But there needs to be a little bit more. Maybe another poster. I think another poster would be great. Maybe a poster of a Muto. Maybe a poster of that infamous airport scene that was talked about from the 2013 Comic-Con. I think that would be great. I'm not saying it has to be a trailer, but perhaps another poster, kind of like what Spider-Man did. I think that would be perfect, because a lot of people will go nuts. If they would release a trailer, you hope you see some different scenes, and we've all kind of seen the same thing back and forth between the leaks and between the official trailer and screenshots. I think we've seen everything already that they've shown. It's been pretty much recycled at this point. I think maybe a water scene where you see Godzilla coming up from the water, but you don't see him per se. Maybe a 2-minute trailer of that, leading up to the final scene where you see Godzilla coming out the water, you see a spikes coming out the water, and boom, then it cuts off. I'd be happy with that. But I think overall, right now, Spider-Man's winning the race of the three-way battle royal. X-Men's a close second, and Godzilla is a fairly distant third right now. And that's just the reality of it. It doesn't mean that I think those movies are going to do better. It doesn't mean I think Godzilla's going to flop. I just think right now, the battle between the big three of May is being won by Spider-Man. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Take it easy. Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to discuss the May showdown. Godzilla versus X-Men versus Spider-Man. Okay guys, welcome back. So, Godzilla, Spider-Man, and X-Men, the three-way battle royal for May's revenue in the movie theaters. I gotta say, if I had to call a winner now, it would be Spider-Man. They so far have done some crazy marketing. I think a little bit too much, like a little oversaturated. Giving away, obviously, the Green Goblin. We knew the Rhino. We knew, obviously, Electro was going to be in it. And they've had posters. They've had their trailers. They've been pretty consistent showing us, footage from the movie, whether it's a poster or a trailer. And